This convicted murderer could be the worst man in country music history. This man is known as Spade Cooley. Now, back in the day, he was a musician, he was on TV, and he was an actor. He was also famously known to be friends with cowboy Roy Rogers. His song, Shame on You, was the #1 song back in the 1940s. But beyond all that, he was mostly known for his fiddle playing abilities. He was deemed as the king of Western swing. Now, over the years, he made his way through the top of Hollywood. Now, this is where I'm going to bring back in Roy Rogers. Roy Rogers was a famous cowboy actor back in the 1940s. So pretty much these two were best buds. Things would begin to change for Spade Cooley. In April of 1961, the world's view on him drastically took a turn. So before these two were married, Ella May was actually a singer in his band. They eventually fell in love and got married in 1945 and would go on to have 3 children together. Now, outside looking in, their marriage looked picture perfect, but on the inside, it was hardly that. Now, through their entire marriage, Spade had cheated on Ella May with multiple partners, multiple affairs. The list goes on and on. Now, this is where things get spicy. Ella May reportedly had an affair with Roy Rogers. You see where I'm going with this? Now, in March of 1961, Spade Cooley filed for divorce, claiming that it was incompatibility, and was requesting custody for their 3 children. Now, what I'm about to tell you next gets a little graphic, so viewer discretion is advised. On April 3rd of 1961, something inside of Spade snapped. He was at home with his wife and kids. Cooley's then 14-year-old daughter, Melody, recounted as she was forced by her dad to watch in terror as he beat her mother's head into the floor. He stomped on her stomach, then crushed a lit cigarette into her skin to make sure that she was dead. Cooley claimed that she had died by falling in the shower. Now keep in mind, this was all in front of his 14-year-old daughter. Now Spade was reportedly arrested shortly afterwards and was found guilty of killing Ella. Now there were 2 ways that his trial could have ended. He could have been sent to the gas chamber by death, or he could have been given life with parole. And shockingly, he was given life in prison with parole at a later date. Now, Cooley had only spent around 7 years of his sentence in prison before he was given parole. A couple of his friends in Hollywood had lobbied to the then governor at the time, Ronald Reagan of California, for his release. And what do you know? The State Review Board actually granted him parole after only serving 7 years out of his life sentence. Now, let me remind you, this was the brutal murder of his wife. Now, this is where I'm going to wrap kind of everything up. He was then granted a 72-hour release from prison to put on a show for the deputies of that county. So, let me remind you, the deputies, the police officers, all these people wanted to watch Spade Cooley perform in concert for a night. This was actually the Deputy Sheriff's Association. After performing on stage, during an intermission, Spade Cooley actually suffered a fatal heart attack, which then killed him. He was never fully let out of prison, and he died then and there. Let me know what you guys think of this story. There'll be more to come. Y'all have a good one.